Glad you're streaming with us. Well, we have never seen a woman play like this, and here is where it all started. As a little girl in Iowa, Caitlin Clark's only option to play basketball was on the boys' team. There was no girls' team at her age. Well, not only did she leave those boys in the dust, she left every single college basketball player in the NCAA, man and woman, in her wake after she swished this shot right into the history books.
This for college basketball history.
Caitlin Clark, by far, is the best offensive player we have seen in decades, the best get-ahead passer, and her three-point shot mirrors the man she just passed in points, LSU and NBA legend Pete Maravich. He held the Division I NCAA scoring record at 3,667 points. Now, more than 50 years later, it's Ponytail Pete that owns that record.
I feel like I'm living in a dream, honestly, Holly, and hopefully I can inspire a lot of young girls to be able to dream to be on stages like this. And
joining me now, two women that know firsthand what this means not only for women players, but all basketball players, including the game itself. USA Today columnist and our contributor, Christine Brennan, and former WNBA player, now WNBA coach for the Connecticut Sun, Stephanie White. Ladies, it is so great to have you on this day. I am beyond excited. And, you know, Stephanie, what do we need to do to kind of work this draft so we can get Caitlin to Connecticut and play on your team? How awesome would that be?
That would be awesome. Yeah, let's manipulate that in any way we can.
I'm on it. All right. Now, seriously, you have been watching Caitlin play for years, and I think we all knew that she would make history yesterday. But how did it feel as a woman, a former college and WNBA player, and now a pro coach, just to witness that moment, Steph?
It was exciting. Everybody was on the edge of their seat, just waiting for the moment that it was going to happen. You know, bets on how she was going to score the basket. I mean, it was just really has been an incredible moment, not just for women's basketball, but for sport in general. I'm not sure that any single record has captivated really an audience the way that Caitlin Clark has captured the basketball world.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And Christine, just to kind of backtrack on Pistol Pete, it was Bucknell University legend and WNBA first-round pick Molly Creamer who actually told my son that if he wanted to be a basketball star, he needed to watch Pistol Pete Maravich in all his homework videos. So let's just talk about Pistol Pete for a minute, and now Ponytail Pete, and why Caitlin's achievement here is just so remarkable.
Well, I'm old enough to remember Pistol Pete as a girl growing up, and he was extraordinary, and it was fun to watch. And what Stephanie was saying, you know, just the joy that Caitlin plays with, well, that was Pistol Pete too. And, you know, when sports gives us that escape that we need from the real world, it's marvelous. It's the best thing you can have. And that's what we've seen over these many months watching Caitlin Clark. But Pete Maravich, I will say this. We know there's a couple guys out there somewhere that still are a little, you know, begrudging that it's now a woman that has the most points in the history of major college NCAA basketball. You know, those guys need to enter the 21st century here. But what's been great about what Caitlin Clark is doing, yeah, in addition to being such a role model for girls and boys, right? I mean,
yes,
you know,
yes.
This is a whole new thing. But also, we have been introducing a new generation or two of people and athletes and sports fans to this man, Pete Maravich. Caitlin Clark has given us that opportunity to get to know Pistol Pete for those who didn't, and that's most of, you know, vast majority of our country. So this is a win-win in every way. And such a great moment, not just for basketball, as Stephanie was saying, and women's basketball for sure, but throughout sports, to show what Title IX has done now nearly 52 years into that fabulous law being signed and enacted in our nation.
Amen to that. Yeah, Pistol Pete also was so, I mean, beyond his time. He really was. And Stephanie, Caitlin isn't just great for women's basketball. She is great for the entire game. She's more than just points.
She absolutely is. I mean, let's not forget, this is a young woman who led the nation in assists as well. She's accomplished records that haven't ever been accomplished in the sport of collegiate basketball. And to Christine's point as well, she's bringing recognition to the pioneers of the women's game that are introduced to a whole new generation of players, the Lynette Woodards, the Annie Meyers, the Nancy Liebermans, the Lucy Harrises, those who we're standing on their shoulders right now. And Caitlin Clark is just at the epitome of the intersection of social media, of pop culture, and fan engagement in a way that we've never seen. And she's moving the needle forward for all athletes.
So let me ask you this, Stephanie, as a WNBA coach, and as, you know, she gets ready to head to the WNBA, is it intimidating to coach a player like that? I know we've never seen a woman play like this before, but kind of put me in that mindset. Or do you get excited about a player like this because you both can learn from each other?
No, you get excited about a player like this. I mean, she challenges everything in you in a coach in ways to position her for success at the next level. I mean, she's going to go and play against the best players in the world, players who aren't going to want to allow her to do the things that she's done on the college stage. And so the challenge of putting her in positions to be successful, certainly putting pieces around her that fit. It's exciting for any coach. And the thing that you most love as a coach about Caitlin Clark is her humility. Her ability to be coachable. She wants to be challenged. She wants to be pushed. And you can tell that in every interview that she does, in every practice that you go to. She's just the epitome of what it means to be a great teammate and a great player.
You bring up such a good point. Not just such a great player, but seems like a really beautiful human being. And her humility, it draws you in even more. I just can't wait to buy her basketball shoes. Christine, Stephanie, thank you both so much. So glad to have you both. It was terrific.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.